Hello, welcome to another episode of Fascia-Forward Fitness. I'm going to lead Amy through a Sustain Your Gains workout, and we're happy you're going to join us. We're going to begin on our backs on the mat for the warm-up today. Knees up, feet flat, about hip width apart, and we're just going to first feel for the natural curve in the spine. Amy can fit her hands just underneath. That's perfect. You don't want your spine glued to the mat. Next, we're going to place our fingers on all four quadrants of the torso, and let's do about 4 to 5 deep breaths. As you're inhaling and exhaling, feel what muscles contract, feel the strength, feel how they support and stabilize the spine through the breath. Very important through all the movements we'll do today. Very good. And make sure you're activating all four quadrants of the torso. Excellent, great. Okay, next let's lift the hips up to a nice half bridge. Okay, we don't want to over exaggerate. We're going to lift up, weights in the heels, and lower. Okay, inhale as you lift up, and exhale as you lower with control. Let's do about 3 more of those. Up, inhale, exhale as you go down. Excellent, great job. 1 more. Nice. Very good. We are going to come to our knees on a standing position. If you would face that way, Amy. Okay, great. And we are going to lift right hand up and left hand back. Inhale, exhale and switch. And let's lean back slightly as you do this. Do not go too far. Inhale up and switch. Exhale on your switch. 1 more each side. Excellent. Great. And now let's leave left knee down, put right knee forward, stack knee over ankle. And we're going to inhale, arms straight up. And as you exhale, I want you to twist straight arms to your left, or to, yep. And straight back up again. And twist opposite direction. Nice straight arms. Only twist as far as is comfortable. 1 more time each side. Exhale as you lengthen those arms out to the side. Great job. Very good. Plant fingertips on either side of your foot. Okay, and now let's shift your hips back for a hamstring stretch. Okay, now she's got great hip mobility. Not everyone's going to be able to go back that far. That's terrific. No, it's great. Go where you can go. Okay. If you want to go deeper, we want to avoid rounding the spine. Think of reaching your bottom rib a little more forward and then go down.
Ooh, that makes a difference.
Makes a huge difference. So it's easy to round your back and just go flat onto your thigh. Okay, sure, she's lower there, but let's go up, bring your bottom rib forward, slide it forward, okay, on your thigh, and then go down maybe an inch or just a little bit. Do you feel that more?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a case of body position is key here. Just because you're going lower doesn't mean it's better. All right, let's switch sides. Let's bring your left knee forward and right knee down. Let's go hands straight up overhead. Inhale and twist side to side. Inhale when you reach up. Exhale as you reach out. Very good. And get a nice little flow, little rhythm in here. Very good. 1 more time each side. Nice. And end with fingertips on either side of your foot. Shift hips back. And you can let your toes come up off the ground. And knee can be straight, knee can be bent, wherever you feel the stretch in the hamstring. That's going to be different for absolutely everyone. Okay? Very good. And again, keep the spine straight, which she is. Excellent. Very good. Okay, let's come out of that. Let's use our step stool and do a few step overs. You can use a step stool. If that seems to be too high, you could use a yoga block or something lower, but we're going to do lateral step overs, side to side. So lift the knee up, step over, and let's do about 3 times over and back. Excellent. Good for the balance, little lateral movement. Very good. 1 more time. And let's stand behind the step stool, and we're going to step over and back. So lift knee up,
Oh, this
and
way.
step over. Yep. And lift. Yeah. And it's easy to sort of cheat and hurdle it over. Okay, very good. Yeah, you can see that way a little better. One more time, each direction. Very good. All right, great. Now let's work on a little bit of a narrow squat. Okay, not feet touching, but maybe just a little narrower than hip width. And just go a quarter squat. And let's do a few squats as you warm up. See where your range of motion goes. Might get a little deeper after 5 or 6. Very good. Nice. A couple more. And the last couple challenge just a little. Okay, very nice. Let's go fingertips clasped, fingers clasped, push them up toward the ceiling, reach up, and would you turn sideways, please? Yes, as you bring it forward, exhale and round the spine, navel towards the spine, chin to your chest, and inhale straight up again, and you're gonna exhale and round. Okay, very good. Warming up the spine, very good. Once more. Excellent. Okay, you can stay in this position. Feet are in the right spot, and we are going to do a nice hip hinge movement. Slide the hips back. Spine's going to stay straight. If you can get your spine parallel with the floor, great. If that does not feel great and you can't maintain the integrity of the spine, then that's too far. Let your arms hang. Just plumb line, okay? Without consciously or making an effort to bend your elbows to move your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together and feel the fingertips lift up off the floor, and then relax and let them go back down. So let's do that about 3 times. Squeeze shoulder blades together and relax. Spread them apart. Squeeze, spread apart. Next time you squeeze, hold them up here, and let's bring your arms out into a T. Keep that retraction going in the shoulder blades. Bring the arms down and now relax. So it's a 4 count movement. You're going to squeeze shoulder blades together. 1, lift straight arms. 2, lower straight arms. 3, and let shoulder blades spread apart. 4. Let's do that again. Lift, T arms, lower arms, and apart. One more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hands on the knees. Let's roll it up. Great. Very good. Okay. We're going to start with tick-tock squats. Let's start with hands on hips. Feet hip width apart. Okay. And we're going to do a nice squat. When we stand up, we're going to tap right toe out to the side. Squat again. Tap left foot out. Okay. Again. And work on the depth of your squats wherever you can get to today. Let's do about 2 more rounds each side. Very good. You can feel those hips go back with your hips, hands on the hips. Very good. Okay. Last one. All right. Different variation this time. Arms are going to start with palms facing together, and you're going to do that narrow squat. Leave the feet, but lower your right arm as you come up. So stand up and lower the right arm.
Oh.
Just the arm. Yep,
Yeah,
just the arm on this round. Straight back up. Squat. Lower left arm. Back up. Yep. Let's go about 3 rounds. So just the arm. And the next set, she was ahead of us. We're going to add both of them together. Very good. Nice. Okay. Next set, we're going to try both opposites. So when you come up from the squat, you're going to lower right arm and left toe. Nice. Okay. Yeah. And one side.
And why is this the tick-tock squat?
Well, kind of looks tick-tocky.
Looks like a clock.
I don't know, a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of does.
I just made it up. I thought it sounded good. It helps me remember it. Okay. On the next one, if you want a little more of a challenge, just try. Okay. Let's try to squat, come up, lower and lift that leg. Okay.
Ooh, without putting it down?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, try again. And that's an extra challenge. If you're not there today, does not matter. Then just keep the toes tapping on the ground. Okay. Also good for your brain. Make sure you're lowering that arm about shoulder height if you can. Okay. Yeah. It requires a little thought. It's okay because that's what
important.
it's for. It's part of our health and wellness is our brain. In fact, it's a big part of it. Okay. Love it. Very good. I love it. Okay. Next up, let's do our bent 4-count flies. You would never want to use a lot of weight on this, even if you were, yes, this would be great. She just has 2 sets of balls. You could use soup cans. You could use nothing. You could just use body weight, and that's fine. If you would use a band, okay, you'd want a lot of slack, and I'll show you that in a minute. So she has a nice flat back. Arms are hanging. Retract those shoulder blades. Squeeze together right here. Lower arms and shoulder blades. Yes. Squeeze, lift, lower, and relax. Okay. Let's do about 5. Very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of movements, and you don't want to mush them all together. So this takes a little bit of time, and we don't want to go much higher. I'm going to put my hand here so she doesn't go higher than shoulders. Very good. Okay, great. Yeah, so we don't want to, even though I called them flies, it's very controlled, okay? So we're gonna set those down, and we're gonna alternate those with some bridges. So down on your back, and we're back to bridges. So the first set, I think we'll just go up and down. Let's do about 5 bridges up and down with control, okay? Very good. And the second 5, if you have some kind of resistance, you could use dumbbells. You could place this across your lap and hold it. You could use a band. Let's do 5 more. Lifting up, and let's have a little pause on top. Very good. And yes, nice. Weights in the heels. Very good. Squeezing the glutes on top, relaxing on bottom. Very good. Nice. Okay, good. And we're gonna do one more set of the standing flies. So we're just going through these again. And yes, I know I'm making you get up and down a lot. Another great life skill. We get up and down off the floor a lot. Okay, hips back, flat back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 3 more. Very nice. And there's a temptation to rush it because this does take a little bit of time, but it is worth it. Nice. Good for our posture, this one.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And next set of bridges, we're going to not use any resistance. We're going to use some leg variations. So let's lift and hold the bridge up. Extend your right leg straight out, not up. Very good. And now I want you to lower and lift your hips with your leg extended.
Oh.
So go down and up 3 times if you can. 1, 2, very good. And that's a challenge.
Yep.
3, and set it down and come down and rest for a second. You don't need 50 reps of this, okay, if you will do. Bridge up, extend left leg, and lower and lift hips 3 times. 1, push through that right heel, very good. And 1, yep, and down, very good. Whew. Great. And we will leave it at that. You may add more reps as you feel stronger. You will know when you're ready because you'll be able to hold your form better for longer. But that's the challenge version, okay? Next, we're going to use our step stool for step ups. And again, a slow and controlled one, okay? We're not moving quickly. If you're moving quickly here, you're using momentum and you're not gonna get the benefit that we want out of this. So right foot up. I'm gonna have Amy shift her weight forward till her heel comes up off the floor, but toes, yes, better angle. Heels are up and bring it all the way up and tap your heel in front, back, lift, toes touch, and now heel down, okay? Let's do 3 more like that. Again, if you're rushing this, you're using momentum. It's easy to use that back foot to push you up, okay? A lot of balance, a lot of strength. Very good. Great job. And take some focus. Very good. Nice. All right, and let's switch sides. And you will notice one side will be a little different, a little harder, a little easier, a little wobblier or not.
The side's wobblier.
Shift,
More wobbly,
lift,
wobblier.
tap, and return. Shift forward, and yeah, wait. Well, as you progress on these, ways to make this more difficult when and if you're ready for that, a higher step. You could hold dumbbells at your side. Lots of ways to make this tougher. Very good. Okay. Let's grab our band and you're going to do pull aparts. Okay. So,
This way?
yep. And we're just going to kind of do that opposite motion of what we just did with the flies. If you want to make it a little tougher, you can grab narrower. Okay. So, and you can do these fairly quickly as long as you're not snapping back to the center. So, controlled motion both directions. And you can do a few reps of these. Let's do about 8 more of these. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's do another set of step ups. If you'd like, do you want to try dumbbells or
Sure.
no? And conversely, if you don't want more resistance or to make it more difficult, you can get going here. You could use a stick out front to help balance you. If it's too difficult just to do the step ups, even without resistance, use that stick for balance or do it next to a wall and just hold on for a little bit of stability. Let's do about 5 each leg.
Okay, that was 5.
Okay.
When I was starting, I kept wanting to look at my feet, so I'm trying not to look at my feet now.
Okay, very good, which is great for balance, right?
Yep.
Okay, and
Learning to trust your feet.
holding on to the dumbbells actually kind of helps your posture. You don't want to roll forward doing this either. When you shift, you just want to shift the weight into the foot. You don't want to round forward. Very good. And let's do, I don't know, let's double your band this time, unless you have a super heavy one at home. And let's try to.
Okay, muscles.
Okay, let's just try. Okay, see if you can get all the way out there. Let's do 10 of them. 8. Very good. 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay, you can throw the band away. Now we are going to work on some deadlifts. Okay, this is a place where you could use heavier dumbbells, heavier resistance. We're using a lighter one here just for demonstration, but you'll know if it feels too easy, you can just bump up the weight. Okay, so I'm gonna have Amy do a nice wide stance. Toes turned out a little, okay? Yeah, a little bit. And she's holding the weight vertically, okay? And she's not gonna bend forward, just go down as low as you can. Maybe it's gonna touch, maybe it's not, okay? Bend the knees quite a bit, yep. So, yeah, very good. And let's do a few. Keep that back nice and straight. Yours is perfect. And the goal isn't necessarily to hit the weight to the floor. It may not. It's okay. Very good. All right, next time you come up, we're gonna go down, up. I want you to circle that weight behind your back and do another rep and go opposite direction. Okay, again, little brain activity. Well, I hope you have brain activity, but an activity for your brain. Okay, and we'll alternate every time. And the heavier the weight, it's a nice little core stabilizer. Okay, let's do one more time each side.
Even with this 5 pounds, I can feel it having to turn on.
Yeah, it's just, as long as you're coming up anyway, you might as well get something else in there. Last one. Nice. Okay, very good. Let's do another deadlift variation. Let's go each. You can hold the head of the dumbbell in each hand. Okay, and now they're going to go on the outside and not on the inside, so maybe not quite as wide as before, but a little bit wider than hip width, a little bit wider, okay? And again, it's not necessary that the bottom of the weight touches the floor. It may someday, or it may not. It's okay. Very good. Nice. Okay, let's go about 3 more. Good job. And maybe we could juggle the weights for the brain activity here. No,
No,
don't.
My toes don't want me to
do
do
that at home. That was a bad joke. Okay. And then the last one, I will show you this one. So if you don't have dumbbells at home and you don't have anything heavy enough, here's what I found in the trunk of my car today. Okay. So when do you need that movement? Maybe when you're walking through an airport or you're carrying groceries, okay? So I'm gonna have Amy use these, and these could be nice and heavy, and she's gonna lift up and down. Now, they don't weigh exactly the same, but then neither do your bags at the airport weigh exactly the same. Neither do your grocery bags weigh exactly the same. So do a set and then switch sides. So no excuses. You always have some kind of equipment, okay? And this is very functional, of course, for real life. And since the range of motion here can't be as deep because the items hit the floor, you could load those up pretty heavy. What else works great? A couple of milk jugs with water, okay? Milk jugs with water are excellent, okay?
It also creates that muscle memory to pick things up correctly rather than doing...
And grip strength a little bit. And yeah, it kind of reminds us why we're doing these movements and exercises and getting stronger for our real life. So we can carry our own groceries in our own bags and, you know, live life, all right? Very good, okay? And let's go for a little core work. Let's go into a nice long down dog. So you can stretch out a little bit. So palms on the ground and feet behind. So down dog.
Okay.
All right, so spine is straight, beautiful. Lift those hips up. Bottom rib is gonna go towards your thigh, and we're gonna flatten out into a plank, okay? And notice that she does not need to adjust the stance or position of her hands and feet. Back up into down dog. And back to plank. Very good. Let's do about 5 more of those at your pace. Very good. And hold each movement as you complete it. So we don't want it to turn into a momentum thing. And Amy's doing a great job of not letting the spine sink here. Okay, very good. And on your last one, hold the plank. And we won't be doing a push up, but we are gonna lower very, very slowly down to the ground. Slowly, 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 slowly. And when you can't, then you just hit the ground, and that is fine. All right, let's put our elbows on the ground underneath your shoulders, and let's kind of lift up and pull forward. And we did a ton of hip work, so kind of dig those elbows in and pull your chest and torso forward. Go side to side. Spend a minute wherever you might feel a little extra tightness. Very good job today. Deadlifts, squats, TikToks. Very good.
Thank you.
Very good. All right, and let's go down, arms straight, and let's pull our hips back over our heels into a child's pose. So come up on knees, hips back. I didn't describe that very well, but that's what I meant. All right, relax here. Crawl the fingers forward. Head can go down on the mat if you'd like, and just breathe. Very good. Kind of absorb everything your body just did. All right, slowly make your way to your back, please. And let's pull both knees into the chest. You can leave your head and shoulders down there, but just give yourself a hug for showing up, working, being here, taking care of yourself, investing in your future mobility. Very good. And keep the left knee in, but extend the right leg out flat on the mat. You can let it just go down. Keep that right knee in. Some nice deep breaths, some ankle movements. You can kind of take that knee out wider or in narrower, wherever it needs to go, wherever it feels good. Just spend some time here. Good. And let's take that left leg and extend it straight up overhead. You can leave the right leg down. Yes. But that was a fancy movement.
Speaking of cognitive.
Do that. I couldn't even cue that. That was beautiful. Okay, little ankle movement. And honestly, there isn't a wrong way to do it. Do what your body needs you to do right now, whatever feels good and a little restorative at this point. Very good. And now let's cross this ankle on the bottom knee. So we're going to make a figure 4 stretch. And we're going to pull this guy in. Yes. Very good. And sometimes I don't describe things completely well either. Unless you're a mind reader, you can't always know what's happening here. All right, and again, this stretch has a big difference whether the knee is here or out here. If you pull that knee wider, you feel a little bit more. So find a spot that feels therapeutic but not painful. And I like to spend a good long time here because our hips get so tight. So if you have extra time, hit pause, spend some time, put on a song, put on a movie. You can do whatever you want, however much time you have. All right, great. Let's keep the left knee in and right leg. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. No wonder Amy's doing the jitterbug over here, right? I can't say right and left. Okay, very good. And move that around side to side. Excellent. Wherever you need to spend more time, do that. Okay, very good. Extend that right leg straight up. Left leg's gonna stay on the ground, and we'll do a little hamstring stretch, ankle movement. You don't need to have your knee locked out here, and you don't need to pull it back too far. You'll know where. You'll know where you need to be. And let's do figure 4 on this side. So cross it on the knee, pull it in, and spend a few seconds here. Really good. And Amy, you can hear is doing some nice deep breathing here. It's a place to relax, let your body absorb everything you've just done. Very good. All right, let's bring both knees again into the chest. This time when you hug, bring your nose up to your knees. I want you to clench everything, flex your feet, flex your arms, contract your abdominals, squeeze your glutes together, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And now just relax and stretch everything out in one long, strong stretch. Okay, now we can stretch and then just let everything go lax. Very good. Very good. All right, we're gonna stay here just for a sec. We have one more stretch on each side. If you would scoot your hips over to the right edge of the mat, take your left foot to the left corner of the mat, take your right foot on top of your left ankle, okay? And then take your shoulders, chest, kind of inch your way over to the left corner of the mat. So right hips are here, you're in a banana position, okay? And try to let hip melt back down. If that's too much with your foot on top of the other foot, you could take it off, okay? So you could uncross if the stretch is too intense, okay? Breathe here. I love this one. All right, let's rearrange. So we are gonna inch our hips over to the left edge of the mat, right foot to the right corner, left foot on top of it or not, and then inch your shoulders over towards the right corner of the mat. And you can increase the intensity by reaching the arms out straighter, farther. You'll know where to go, but wherever you're gonna get a nice stretch in the flexors, into the psoas, into the all the way up the side body. Very nice, great position. All right, and let's just come back to middle. Palms up, eyes closed, just relax. Very good. Again, if you have time to stay here or you have a meditation you like to practice now, perfect time for that, or a nap, or have someone bring you a tea. I don't know, whatever works at your house. Very nice. Good work today, Amy. Good work, all of you at home. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.